It looks like all our problems are solved. Welcome to the Jade Chamber.
Oh, great. I have no idea what we would have done otherwise.
I didn't think we'd really manage to get you here. This was a last-minute situation, and you're the one we trust the most.
To put it simply, we are just looking for the right person to help. We had a very long discussion about it, but to no avail. I have tasked my 3 most trusted secretaries with overseeing an important auction tomorrow. This, however, leaves their regular duties unattended to, and the work cannot afford to go undone. The nature of their day-to-day work is highly sensitive and confidential, so whomever I ask to fill in needs to be someone I can trust, and who doesn't have a conflict of interest. Yes, you were the person who came to mind. We may not have spent a great deal of time together, but I do place a great deal of trust in you. To me, this work is highly sensitive and of utmost importance, though I'm sure you'll find it to be mundane at best. It would not surprise me if you can't bear the tedium or can't make the time. And yet, despite this, I thought it could do no harm to ask the question, on the off chance that you are interested. As it happens, I was just having a discussion on backup plans with my secretaries before you arrived.
But the outcome of that discussion was that we couldn't think of a suitable alternative.
This is a good reminder that we should always have a contingency plan for everything.
Anyway, this may add to the debt of gratitude I owe you, but the fact is, your arrival here has rescued what was fast becoming a rather dire situation indeed. I wouldn't worry. It's all work you'll be quite familiar with. Planning trips, gathering pertinent information, that sort of thing. All basic skills required by competent adventurers, if I'm not mistaken.
If you have any questions about your work, I will answer them shortly. The administrative work Lady Ningguang touched upon just now is only one aspect. You'll also be required to cater for Lady Ningguang's basic daily needs, such as clothing and meals, and be on call for any other requests she may have.
Don't be mistaken. I won't put you in a difficult position, and I will fully respect your judgment. All right. Please proceed to the office. Bai Shi will go over the work with you in more detail.
Yes, Lady Ningguang. Okay, let's go. Before I get into specifics, I want to start by giving you the big picture. As a member of the Liyue Qixing, Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight. Maintaining her perfect image at all times is absolutely essential. My usual job is to be her right hand, to maintain her image and take care of all her worries. For example, arranging her daily schedule, picking out clothes for her, dressing her, applying her perfume. You misunderstand me. I am simply trying to impress upon you the sheer importance of the work you will be undertaking.
Bai Shi has always been very passionate about her work. I can leave any task in her capable hands, and rest assured that her performance will be nothing short of exemplary. I'm sure she was simply trying to share some of her enthusiasm, in the hopes that you may find it infectious.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Back to the topic at hand. Let's get into the details. Bai Xiao and Bai Wen handle tasks that require enormous experience, while I'm mainly responsible for organizing her daily schedule and making sure she is well fed, dressed for any occasion, and that all her needs are met. I can go through the methods I use and give you some pointers based on my experience to ensure that you are fully equipped to perform your duties. All in a day's work for the traveler, Great, then I'll skip that and just get to the handover of duties. Currently, there are 133 items that have yet to be scheduled, 17 of which are high importance, and... Yes, I did try to make a start in advance, but only got as far as roughly prioritizing the tasks before I ran out of time. I'll go through the most important items with you in more detail. If there's anything you don't understand, feel free to stop me with questions at any point. First is the periodic meeting with the representatives of the 8 trades. After that, fielding opinions on revisions to the current tax legislation. Then, a discussion with Lady Kuching on issues relating to time restrictions on land conveyance deals. Following that, there's a Q&A session with all the major commerce guilds. Right after that, there's... Yes, you do. To the uninitiated, scheduling may sound like a simple process of matching tasks to time slots, but there is actually far more to it than that. You need to take travel time into account, along with a whole spectrum of potential issues that can arise. Ample knowledge of all outside factors that may weigh upon your Plan A is essential to devise a workable contingency plan. I assume this is all making sense. Unless you had any other questions at this point? Good. Then let's press on. We're tight on time here, and there's a lot to get through. And we still need to leave enough time for you to prepare Lady Ningguang's schedule. Already? Wow. You're a fast learner. Very good. This will be much more efficient.
Wonderful. Then I'll be counting on you to provide my schedule for tomorrow. I'm grateful for your assistance. Now, I will leave you here in peace to proceed with your work. I still have a few items from today's schedules that need addressing. If anything else is unclear, you can ask Bai Shi.
Take care, Lady Ningguang. Don't you think that this schedule is a bit of a light load? Yeah, that's true. Lady Ningguang has a lot of work to attend to, and frankly, she doesn't have many opportunities to rest. We do sometimes worry about her health, but her attitude is very Mora-driven. If by taking a break there's a chance she'll lose Mora, she'll never agree to it. Huh. I see where you're coming from. Yes, you have a point. All right then, let's go with your plan. I'm sure Lady Ningguang has plenty she wants to talk about with you. There's a lot of things that need doing over at the auction venue, so I will be leaving you now. I hope so too. You must be exhausted. Make sure you get an early night tonight.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Oh, how strange. Me too. I'm joking, of course. I slept like a baby. Sorry to disappoint you. So, what's item 1 on today's schedule? I imagine this must have taken Baisher completely by surprise. Sure, there's no harm in changing my schedule around once in a while. My schedule is usually very tightly packed, and any extra time I can squeeze out is spent on preparing for the future. So, it'll be quite nice to take a break. I don't often feel tired. Seeing the Mora come in has a way of making me feel quite invigorated. Still, your idea is very sensible. Mora can only lift a weary spirit. It cannot alleviate physical fatigue. So then, the days ahead of us. Any ideas on how to spend it? Something I never have time for. Ah, have you played the chess game I made? Or heard of it, perhaps? Yes. It's based on classic chess, but with different rules. When I was designing it, I wanted it not only to be a fun game, but also to capture Liyue's culture in a unique way. So I introduced a lot of concepts that aren't part of traditional chess, as well as different chess pieces and even boards. I'm constantly revising and expanding it. So far, there are over 30 editions. True. That's one reason why it's been difficult to catch on. But I don't feel that making it easier to learn is necessarily a good thing. Isn't one of the joys of playing chess to continually learn and progress through a complex set of rules? I think the key will be to make something that easily catches the attention of people who haven't played much chess before. I'm planning to make a new set with the board and pieces based on the battle for Liyue. One side will play the Guardians of Liyue Harbor. The other side will play the Fatui and Osile. No problem. I will let you try it out as soon as I finish the prototype. I want to make each of the chess pieces of Liyue Millennial as true to life as possible. And no Guardians of Liyue chess set would be complete without you, would it? I am indeed. Many of them, in fact. My thinking was that only people who pre-order the chess set at full price will be eligible to receive the limited edition Traveler chess piece. It seems only fitting for someone of your status. Naturally, since you are the face of that historic event. I intend to make chess pieces for everyone who was involved that day, including myself. Everyone who owns this chess set will preserve this moment in history in a vivid and compelling form. Then it's decided. Come with me. To make this chess piece, I need to take some measurements.
Lady Ningguang Lady Ningguang and the Traveler.
You already know each other?
Oh, I think it goes a little deeper than that. I don't teach my hard-earned skills to just anyone, you know. There's a word for people like you, who are warm one minute and cold the next. Fickle.
You seem to be in a good mood today.
As ever, there's nothing special about today, but seeing you two has definitely perked me up. All jokes aside, how can I be of service today?
Remember the custom chess pieces I told you about? I'd like you to take her measurements today.
Whatever business I'm in, I am first and foremost a woman of many talents. Don't you remember when I taught you how to make perfume? There was no porcelain involved in that. As it happens, I am a skilled tailor as well. What can I say? I'm in the prime of my youth and I love all beautiful things. Is that so strange?
Yingar is every bit as proficient as any of the top tailors in the land. I've availed myself of her services many times before.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just realizing that the Traveler only thinks I'm good at one thing. I see how it is. In which case, you'll find all the tools you could need in the room. Please, help yourselves. I'll stay outside and mind my own porcelain business, as you quite rightly suggested.
Huh? What are you expecting me to do here?
Oh, I think the Traveler is the one you should be asking about that. I'm kidding. It's hard not to tease when you're both so well matched. Come on then, step inside and I'll examine your body from tip to toe.
If I hear any strange new rumors after this, you will be my #1 suspect.
Rumors about the Traveler or the chess piece?
Either. Both are confidential.
Don't worry, I know where the line is. I'd never take a joke too far. Secrets are only fun when they're kept secret.
Just enough with the ambiguous phrasing, okay? You'll give people the wrong idea. Forget it. Let's just go.
You're always welcome at Scent of Spring. Come again, anytime.
I slightly regret bringing you here. It doesn't bother me. I just hope she didn't make you feel too awkward. Now that your measurements are taken, let's go to Mingxing Jewelry and put an order in.
Hello, Lady Ningguang. What can I do for you today?
That chess piece I told you about? We can start work now. I have the Traveler's measurements here.
Okay, let me just double check. Looks good. This has all the measurements we need. I'll pass them on to the craftsman shortly.
Good. And as agreed, please use top-grade materials only.
Of course, we are professionals, and we will do everything we can to deliver the high standard you expect. Although, speaking to you as a friend, I have to tell you that the sale price you indicated won't even cover the cost of production. I don't mean just the material costs either. Waiting around for top-quality materials drags out the production time and also reduces the total quantity we can produce.
That's okay. This one is not for profit. With every previous set, there's always been some degree of commercial or marketing considerations to bear in mind. but this one serves more of a commemorative purpose. To that point, as you know, the prototype of the Jade Chamber chess piece has been in the works for a long time, but I haven't once followed up on the progress. Yes, and just like your piece, the Jade Chamber piece will be scaled for the game.
Yes, it's a challenging project, but also, not-for-profit is really not something I ever expected from Lady Ningguang. How do I put it? It just seems out of character.
In business, everything comes down to profits versus losses. You have to keep a cool head and make rational judgments. In other words, you must be shrewd. But shrewdness is easily perceived as cynicism in the eyes of others. People come to think of you as someone who cares only about money and not people. Hardly the worst thing in the world, of course. But it has caused obstacles for me in the past. Well, for example, I once had a case where someone backed out of a deal with me to sell to someone else. We were both offering the exact same terms. It was simply because they didn't like me very much. Another case is where I offered distinctly more competitive terms in an investment, and this ended up arousing their suspicion. That Ningguang, they thought. She must be up to something. We can't let her get away with it.
I see.
But these problems disappeared all but completely after the battle against Osile. Why? Because the whole of Liyue witnessed me destroying my Jade Chamber. At least, that's the most reasonable explanation I can think of.
Oh, I get it. You're saying that back when you sacrificed the Jade Chamber, you gained everyone's respect in return. You're not seeking to make a profit from these chess pieces because what you're commemorating is your personal contribution to Liyue Harbor. It was the deal of the century, and as long as you keep capitalizing on it, business will be plain sailing for you in the future.
Yes, exactly. Very to the point.
Truly a brilliant strategy, Lady Ningguang. You really are a business mastermind. Now I understand why this set needs to be so perfect and why it's okay that it doesn't turn a profit.
It will be a lot of work, and I'm most grateful to you. Make sure the Traveler's piece is exactly how she wants it. We can't go letting her down.
Don't you worry. We'll put our all into it.
Well, that's that then. Let's head back to the Jade Chamber. There's something I want to discuss with you. I have a question for you, and I'd like to hear your honest opinion. And I, in turn, will tell you how I really think. When we were at Mingxing Jewelry, I admitted that my decision to sacrifice the Jade Chamber was a calculated one. I had already considered what I stood to lose and to gain. When you heard that, did it make you think that maybe I really was a cynical profit chaser after all? Yes, well, at the time, it seemed to me that sacrificing the Jade Chamber was the inevitable decision. All that talk about making up for my losses was really just to console myself. I was lying to Xingxi. My decision to destroy the Jade Chamber was nowhere near as thought through as I made it out to be. I just thought we should do what needed to be done, and this was a decision that only I could make. Afterwards, I consoled myself by reasoning that all my wealth comes from Leo Harbor. So, to lose Leo Harbor is to lose everything. In that sense, giving up the Jade Chamber would be a profitable investment in the long term. But it just didn't work. I was grief-stricken. Like a huge part of my heart was suddenly missing. Because I had just severed ties with a lifelong companion. I stared out at the sea for goodness knows how long. I just couldn't let it go. I just couldn't. There was no way I could console myself. So why bother trying? But as time went by, I received so many thank you gifts and letters from people. Everyone was describing how they now saw me in a new light, how I'd become an inspiration to them. I gave up the Jade Chamber without a moment's hesitation, and I did it for the sake of Leo Harbor. And now, people are inspired to follow my example, to tackle their life challenges with the same unswerving determination. All of this was so encouraging to hear. It made me feel that my dear old companion's sacrifice was not in vain. Because, to most people, the idea that Lady Ningguang is someone who battles with grief and struggles to let go of the past is probably the furthest thing from the truth that they could imagine. This is one aspect of the truth that I can share only with you. The fact that I can't always be as strong as everyone thinks I am. Thank you for your comforting words. It feels good even just to be able to talk about it. I'm sorry that you have to see me in this state, but look where I am now, standing on the deck of the Jade Chamber once more, taking in the view. It must be fate's reward to me. And if I end up having to do it all over again in the future, I will not hesitate to make the same decision again.
Before I get into specifics, I want to start by giving you, as a member of the my usual job. For example, arranging her
Baisha has... I'm sure she was...
Back to the topic. Bai Xiao and I can go through the methods I use, all in a day's work. Currently, there are 100 and... Yes, I'll go through the most. First is then a discussion. Right after that, there's... Yes, you do. You need to take ample knowledge of all... I assume this is all making sense. Unless you have... Good. Then let's press on. We're all ready?
Wonderful. Then I'm grateful for you. If anything else is...
Take care, Lady Ningguang. Good. You factored in excellent work. You've got quite a knack for... Please be here at the Jade with you helping out here. We will... I hope so too.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? There's nothing to worry about. Now then, the schedule. Item 1. Yes. No, someone I've never... Otherwise, tens of millions... That's right. Even at this price, there is no shortage of people willing to pay for a... To be clear, I've never had any hand in setting the... Time is very valuable to me. Gradually, it developed into a lucrative business. Yes, that sums it up very well. Naturally, for anyone looking to make a profit in a complex market, the bottom line is having the requisite experience and expertise. As for how much my insight is worth in terms of Mora, everyone has their own idea. You're a very lucky person, you know. In the hands of a professional business person, the kind of information you'll be exposed to would be worth, well, tens of millions of Mora. There's no need to be nervous, of course. Did you organize this entire breakfast? Please, sit. What do you think? Don't forget we have a lunch later. Still, I'm happy to see that you approve of my culinary tastes. On occasion. Breakfast also isn't usually so lavish, hence my surprise when we got here. I actually thought you had cooked it all yourself. Relax, I'm just joking. You willingly took this work on, knowing that it would be tedious, and you have worked diligently. Treating you to some food is but a small token of our appreciation. Breakfast sets the tone for the rest of the day. If you wake up to the same monotonous meal each day, you will start to feel fatigued even before you start working. Well, I'm done eating. I have some preparations to make first. I need a change of mood, and a change of clothes will facilitate that. Who knows? Perhaps you will have a completely different impression of me after I change outfits. I already instructed Longyang to have my outfit ready. Thank you.
Hello, how may I help? Yes, of course. Here you are. Please give this to Lady Ningguang. Yes, this whole room is full of Lady Ningguang's personal items. Lady Ningguang asked us to rearrange this room recently. We're currently right in the middle of that, so... Anyway, you can take it now.
Did you get it? This is the one. I had this specially tailored recently, and I must say, I'm really rather fond of it. What do you think? Be honest. I just want to know your first impression. Phew. Thank you. Knowing that it has your seal of approval makes me feel much more self-confident. Oh, then it's mere flattery. You pick your moments to wisecrack, don't you? I never knew you had such a mischievous side. All right, let's...
Lady Ningguang.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
No, not at all.
Great. This is the Traveler. She happened to be in Liyue Harbor today. So I invited her to come along. Do you mind if she sits with us?
No, not at all. I've always been fascinated by you and your adventures. Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? I'm Luo Qiao, a businesswoman. I work That's what I wanted to ask Lady Ningguang for some advice about. So...
Rumors? About...
You know, the rumors about the two... You haven't heard? Come on. You must know that Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight. And if you didn't have some sort of special relationship, why would she invite you to this lunch right after finding out that you were back in Liyue Harbor?
Interesting. The Traveler is a national hero in Liyue, even putting aside my official status as one of the Liyue Qixing. I admire her on a personal level, too.
Oh, yes. Well, there is nothing unusual about it at all.
You're comparing apples and sunsettias there. I've missed out on a number of extremely promising investment opportunities thanks to her.
Investment opportunities? Oh, do you mean the luminescent spine business?
No, something else. All the talk about luminescent spines is just empty hype.
Oh, but isn't there some new technology from Fontaine that...
If it were really that profitable, those in the know would have kept it as quiet as... I had my secretary do some analysis. So I would advise you to be cautious.
I see. Well, I was planning to get...
In my opinion, there are many people around with ulterior... Long-term, it's very difficult to say.
You think so too, huh? Okay, got it. Maybe it'd be a better choice to invest this money into an industry that I'm genuinely interested in getting... Lady Ningguang, thank you so much for taking the time to...
Good.
Now I see why you were able to become the most successful. You think clearly.
You've been listening for a while. Has it sparked an interest in the business world for you? Ah, so you want to be my competitor. Or how about this? I'll invest in you early on, before...
I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you.
See you next time. I'll look forward to hearing good news from you soon. Right then. Lunch is open. I'm a little concerned about the auction. Good, then let's do that. So, even though my secretaries are very capable and experienced, I still can't help worrying for them a little. Come on, the auction...
Lady Ningguang,
I couldn't help but feel a little concerned.
we're about ready and people are starting to arrive.
Very good.
Huh?
Yes. Just in case anything untoward happens.
Then we'll leave the auction itself to you.
Have you attended an auction before? Well, would you like to participate this time? All right then. Feel free to check out the items up for bidding and see if there's anything you might be interested in. It's about time to start. Yes? What is it? That's for you to make a considered... It's precisely what makes auctions so interesting, don't you think? Until the bids exceed the value of the item you're after. Perhaps this does not result in what you might call a fair price. Yes, you The first lot is a teacup from my personal collection. Bids starting at 10,000 mora.
20,000!
30,000!
50,000.
80,000! 80,000 over here!
I'll raise that to 100,000!
120.
I swear, some of these bidders are just driving the... All right, 150,000.
150. 180, 180, 180.
It's mine now.
Okay, then. You seem to be getting quite... Of course it did. I'm sure you must find it quite odd that all these everyday items... Since you're curious, why not go and...
Today wasn't. There were too many bidders, and I guess I'll just have to wait for the next auction.
I may have paid an arm and a leg for this, but in the end, I got the result I wanted. Nothing of Ningguang's could ever be overinflated. I'm far from the only buyer who believes that owned by Ningguang is worth paying a premium for.
Huh? Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Sure, the item may look pretty ordinary, but I figured I'd buy it first, then go get it appraised by an expert.
Well, did you... That's certainly part of it. But every bidder will have noticed that none of these items have a particularly high going rate on them. Despite this, they were all willing to pay very dearly for them. You'll see shortly. If all I wanted to do was make some quick mora by exploiting their blind faith in me, every participant in this auction was handpicked by me.
Lady Ningguang, something doesn't... As unlikely as this sounds, and please forgive me for even bringing it up, but I had to...
Counterfeits? Absolutely not. They are simply ordinary items. And
because we trusted you! Everyone knows that you love Mora, but we also know that you made your fortune through honest means.
You seem to have entered into dangerous linguistic territory there. Of course, if you have any genuine grievances about the auction,
You... Fine. Yes, technically, it was all legitimate. But if word gets out about today's auction, people are gonna start seeing you as a con artist. I guess what I'm saying is this really in your best interests?
Let me answer that with a question. You claim that you were willing to pay a high price because...
What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps it could be something to do with a lost item from the original Jade Chamber collection that has quietly made its way into your hands. When the Jade Chamber fell, countless valuable items from my collection plunged into the sea. A considerable number of these made their way back into Liyue Harbor through means unbeknownst to me.
Wait, you mean...
Yes. Everyone attending the auction today is in possession of lost property or, to put it another way, they were all people who have had a taste of... So I ask you again. The sole reason I held this auction is to reclaim my treasured possessions. If you are willing to return what is mine, I will refund all the money you spent in the auction today.
All right, fine. You drive a hard bargain, like, I'll go and get it right.
Despite his bad attitude, he cooperated in the end. The issue was that all items of mine that have been fished out of the sea have changed hands numerous times already. I could have bought them back, but it's not in my nature to pay twice for the same thing. After making some inquiries, I found them to be most uncooperative. So, I just, at most, a little childish perhaps. What do you think it was about the Jade Chamber that defeated Osile? Well, I think it was a combination of the weight and the energy it contained. Its great weight meant that it hit Osile with incredible force. Every piece of the Jade Chamber, But in the end, they became objects of merchants. It's hard not to get a little irked thinking about it. Thank you for understanding. Now I've got one of my items back. The secrets of history shine through in the relics that survive. Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? That's good. So, what's item? I imagine this must have... Sure. There's no... My schedule is usually very... So, it'll be quite nice. I don't often feel tired. Still. So then... Something interesting. Because as far as most people are concerned, Mora is the key to any and all opportunities. Yes, you're absolutely right. I want to do something a little self-indulgent. Thank you. All right, here. I was born into a humble family, and I had to. Fishing isn't the half of it. A lot of the old folks like to brag about how I used to be their errand runner back in the day. They were tough times. If I didn't make any money in the morning, I'd have no food for lunch. I want to relive that time for my life. So how about it? Will you join me? Great. We're not to use our status or reputation in Leo. The goal is to see how much more we can make. Okay. But working as... Why don't we go down to the dock? They periodically throw out a lot of What does it matter? Don't... Come on. Let's go down to the docks.
Lady Ningguang, are you here to inspect the goods in the... Sorry, I won't be...
Calm down. No.
Oh, I haven't done anything. All right, the periodic clearances. I make sure I post all the necessary notices. It used to be a huge problem, but it's hard to say. But as far as the warehouse is concerned, they all fall into these categories: unclaimed goods, damaged goods, or unpaid storage fee. As for the damaged ones, I guarantee you it's nothing to do with how they're stored. If it sits there in the warehouse for too long, it goes without saying that it could start to affect the other goods.
So, have you cleared out any of these goods recently?
I'm afraid we just finished clearing out all the big ones. But don't worry, Lady Ningguang. If you're here for an inspection, then I'm here to make it happen.
Hold on. Oh, I don't think he has quite grasped the nature of this situation.
Lady Ningguang, I had a quick run through the list and clear...
Let me see here. Soggy food. It's a shame we missed the last clearance. Some of these are true junk. But there are a few items of value. Take this wooden toy, for example.
Huh? Well, sure.
Great. This is going well. Yes. And once we're done, we will find a merchant to give us an appraisal of their value.
I have no idea what's going on here.
As I gaze out upon the sea, prose wells up inside.
Lady Ningguang.
Actually, today's a little different.
Just take a look. Oh, I see. I mean, I can take them, but...
What's wrong?
No, it's not... so I'll give you 150...
Oh, well...
No worries. The price is negotiable, of course. If that figure's not what you had in mind, I can...
What are your thoughts? Yes. At most, these items are only worth a couple of thousand mora.
Huh? And specifically, I thought that was all code for some kind of inspection or...
It appears so. Let's try something else. If I wasn't Ningguang, Ghost and you likely wouldn't be willing to buy them.
To be completely honest...
This goes against the rules we set for ourselves. Are there any other ways for adventurers to make mora besides... Great. I don't...
You two have...
This must be the place. Let's do this.
Don't waste my time.
Give up. It's nothing. The feeling of creating your wealth with... Yes, I'd say so. And let's not forget, in any case, I intend to, this time. Let's...
Don't waste my time.
Solidify. This is order.
Wind, hear me. There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
Another satisfying haul. That's very kind. For me, a battle is oh no, not- Hey, look! Oh, I see. Oh, how quaint. Well, come on. Let's go get this weasel thief. There it is! After it! Goodness, this reminds... But we didn't let it slip away. Let's see. We can't do any serious business with... Actually, now that you mention it, Wang Shuin is right there. Same thoughts here. After how hard we worked to get our hands on this Mora. In which case, I think I'll take this opportunity to show you a skill that I used to be rather... Yes, but the rule of the game is no fishing rods allowed. Come on, let's go down to the river. Shine down!
Predators?
This should be enough. Let's head back to land and grill them. Here, have a taste of my... A fresh catch can go straight on the grill with minimal preparation, and it's a little charred. Normally, I have to make a special request to the chef if I want it to taste like this. I'm okay. Back in the day, I had to hurry home after work to do my household chores. I was always meticulous with the most menial of tasks. But by the same token, she didn't love the idea of me leaving home and starting my own business. You'd be more likely to see me pulling up outside Wanmin Restaurant and selling grilled tigerfish from a food court. My childhood memories run deep. They are confined to the water, and yet they live free, swimming around wherever the mood takes them. It is. I have greatly enjoyed experiencing the adventure. When I think back on all my hard work in the past, But, a word of warning, I am very picky about my grilled fish. Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? There's nothing to worry about. So, what's... I imagine this must have... Sure. There's no... My schedule is usually very tightly... So, it'll be quite nice. I don't often feel tired. Still, you're right. So then... The day... Something I... Have you played the chess game? It's called When I was designing it, so I introduced... I'm constantly revising and expand... True. But I don't feel... Isn't one of the joys of playing... I think the key will be... I'm planning to make it... One side will play the Guardians of No problem. I want to make and no Guardians of I am indeed. My thinking was that only people who... It seems only fitting for someone... Naturally. Everyone who owns this chest... Then it's to come with me.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? That's good. So, what's... I imagine this must have... Sure. My schedule is usually so, it'll be quite nice. I don't often feel tired. Still, you're... So then... Something... interesting. Because as far as most people are concerned... Yes, you're absolutely right. I want to do something a little... Thank you. All right, I was born into a humble... Fishing isn't the half of it. A lot of the old folks like to brag about how they were tough times. If I didn't make any money I want to relive that. So how about it? Will you join me? Great. We're not to use our status or reputation. The goal is to see how much more I can see why you'd suggest that. But Northland Bank is a special case. Yes, and also, I expect they still hold a grudge against me.
Lady, I would hope that you're not here to create further trouble, with all due respect.
There's no need to be. I'm just here to talk business.
That depends on the proposal. But first, tell me, why should we believe that you really are here for business? Because if you're here to make us suffer huge losses like last time, then I'm sorry.
Straight to the point, I see. Traveler, we're leaving. Do you see what I mean now? That's for sure. Although our diplomatic relations with Snezhnaya haven't broken down completely. I dealt them a rather ruthless blow with this sum was paid by Northland banks. Yes, with some exceptions. If you encounter them in any other nations during your travels, be on your guard. That's okay. My intention here was to show you some of the repercussions, but that's quite enough politics for today. Let's get back to our fun little survival game. Now that you mention it, yes. We're being watched. What are they plotting this time? My thoughts exactly. But we need to be discreet. Let's act natural. Determine who our tail is. Keep moving. Just walk forward at a normal pace and... Okay, there's a lot of foot traffic here, but if you look closely, you'll see... But I'm still not sure which of them is our tail. Agreed. Whoever it is will continue to follow us.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
I think we've narrowed it down a little, but let's stay calm until... It shouldn't take much longer. I think I have the answer. Let's get out of his line of sight and don't get the wrong person, though, or all...
What do you...
Come now.
What? I'm not doing anything.
I don't know what scheme Northland Bank has in the works, but let's make a deal. Or do you seriously think Northland Bank won't throw you to the wolves? Why don't you weigh the pros and cons and give me a clear answer before I retract?
Sorry, Lady Ningguang. When you showed up unannounced at Northland Bank, everyone was instantly on high alert. We couldn't just overlook it.
I know they're wary of me, but this all feels very suspicious. I only took you there to demonstrate how tense things are. Is there anyone else following us besides you?
Yes. They would have seen this and reported back.
Then we need to get moving. The longer they have to react, no time. I'll keep him with you.
Saying that Ningguang hasn't done anything? Impossible. Keep investigating.
So much commotion.
Oh, great.
It looks like I wasn't supposed to be privy to the contents of this particular meeting.
So, you are here to investigate us after. Where did you get wind of this?
That doesn't matter. What matters is that I made a brief and inconsequential visit, and your first reaction was to immediately arrange a sizable surveillance operation with myself as the target. You couldn't have advertised your guilty conscience more clearly if you'd tried. You may as well come clean.
Even if we cooperate with her investigation, she's bound to find problems even where there are none. Well, if you're such a stickler for the rules, you can carry out your investigation by the book.
Fine by me. Then I'll take my time.
Lady Ning.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
No.
Great. This is the Traveler. She happened to be in Leo Harbor. Do you mind if she...
No, not at all. I've always been... Oh, I'm Luo Qiao. That's what I wanted.
Rumors?
You know. You haven't heard? Come on. And if you didn't have...
And the Traveler is even putting us... Oh, you're comparing... I've missed out on...
Investment?
No.
Oh, but...
If it were really... I had my so I would advise...
I see.
In my opinion, long term...
You think so too? Huh? Okay. Maybe it'd... Lady Ningguang.
Good.
Now I see why you think clearly.
You've been listening for a while. Has it sparked an interest in the business world? That means you also have... If you are in need of more...
I won't take up any more of...
See you next time. Right then. I'm a little concerned about the auction. Yes, you're... In that case, what's next? Okay, let's go to Mingxing Jewelry first.
Enjoy your meal.
Hello. I'm here...
Lady Ningguang.
Very good. You probably imagine that Mingxing Jewelry deals exclusively in expensive luxury goods. The workers here are very skilled. This time, though, I just had them do a simple repair.
Lady Ningguang, your comb has been fixed. We did everything we could to restore it to its original condition.
That's fine. Yes, though it is something very precious to one of my informants. My informants often provide me with extremely important information. Trust is of far greater importance than profit in the relationship between me and my informants. It's understandable to think that way, but things are a little different with these particular informants, and this only makes me all the more excited to meet with them. Thank you for the repair, Xingqi.
Oh, don't mention it.
Let's go and meet them.
Join the adventures.
Auntie Ningguang! Hi, Auntie.
Hello, my dears. Yes, indeed. I didn't want to involve them in intelligence gathering for me at first. It turned out that they delivered the goods and thoroughly enjoyed themselves while they were at it. So, Fill me in. How have you all been doing?
Great! Mom and Dad have taken me on loads of cool trips recently. But you didn't do your homework, did you? Yeah, but you still gotta try. Like teacher says, Liyue Harbor is in a new age now. And
This new age started after that great battle, you know. Well, this is a dramatic change. What about you, Nan?
I'm fine.
oh yeah, I just remembered. A load of really big boats came into the harbor the day before. Yeah, that's right. All the merchants were there, and it was really noisy.
Oh, I see.
Yep. I made sure to look at the waterline, just like you said.
My goodness. Well, it sounds like they made quite a big catch. The heavier the boat, the lower the hull sits in the water. How deep a fully loaded vessel will sit in the water varies from ship to ship.
Since Auntie Ningguang taught me how to do it, I can tell with just one look.
A few days ago, I heard some people saying that a big merchant from Fontaine is coming soon to buy luminescent spines. They said that when they get here, the price will go up.
Oh, really? Who did you hear this from? All right, never mind.
Are you okay? You're usually the one that talks the most.
It's okay. Don't be upset.
It's my...
Of course I did. If I make you...
Thank you, Auntie Ningguang. Thank you.
It was just a small favor, really.
But they said you'd be too busy to remember about a boring old comb.
They?
Uh-oh.
It's all right. Don't worry.
Yeah, Auntie Ningguang's not gonna blame you.
I'm sorry. I told you a lie. That thing about the luminescent spines wasn't something I heard. I told them I didn't want to lie to Auntie Ningguang, but then they bought me a new comb, and I'm sorry. I'll give them the comb back right away. No comb is better than the one.
I know how much it means to you. It was a gift from your mom before she left Liyue Harbor, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I must say, this... How about this?
Okay. They're...
All right, then.
Are you gonna go punish the bad guys?
Now. This is a grown-up situation, okay? I'm just going to have a polite discussion with those two grown-ups about what they're allowed to do.
You think that kid's gonna fluff her lines?
Yes, I know. Ningguang adores that kid.
It sounds like you underestimated me.
Lady Ningguang?
You knew how important that comb was to Nan Nan. You coached a child to lie.
Sorry, Lady Ningguang.
That's not the point. But you cannot put Mora above all else.
It was hardly our first choice either. We've been business partners for years now. When we heard about the movement in the luminescent spine market, we thought to heck with it. So we stocked up a huge stash of luminescent spines and watched as the price went up and up.
But we waited and waited, and this mystery merchant from Fontaine never came. Suddenly, everyone with luminescent spines was running for the exit, selling as fast as they could.
Oh yeah! As soon as Lady Ningguang makes a move, everyone follows her lead. And the price takes a steep hike. If we don't sell the goods, we're both bankrupt.
To be brutally honest, we took out a loan and made a speculative investment is not a sob story. But not everyone has the capability to make rational decisions. Greed, a lust for wealth, and impatience can all cloud your judgment. Do you now realize how dire the consequences of wild speculation can be?
100%. We begged people to take our stock off our hands.
We messed up. The savings we worked so hard our whole lives to build up, decimated, just like that.
Well, I can take your luminescent spines off your hands. The portion of what I pay that exceeds the average price of luminescent spines in the past, you will have to pay back to me by some means in our future business dealings.
Huh? But that means our profit is zero.
Then you're free to find another willing buyer. But if you're seriously still insisting on turning a profit under these circumstances, I'm afraid you're beyond redemption.
Lady Ningguang is right. Let's swap the goods for cash and use it to pay off our debts and be done with it.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
I have no particular need for luminescent spines. But I'm quite sure I can uncover a market for it with a little research.
Okay, so, shall we get this deal done now, or...?
No need to hurry. You took advantage of a child, and you are coming with me to make a full and unreserved apology. This is an opportunity for you to show remorse.
Oh, okay.
Come on. Let's go back and see the children. We're back.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Nan Nan. I was completely in the wrong, and
What do you...
I think it should be your choice, and yours alone.
Well, since it's all sorted out now, and nothing super bad happened, I guess it's okay. But we can't just let them off. We gotta show them you don't mess with them.
That's true.
I've made up my... I want them to come play with us.
What?
Yeah! Now we have someone to play hide and seek with. Great idea. Let's go play hide and seek at the North Wharf.
Wait a second.
Nope. No waiting. Come on!
So full of energy. Yes, of course. I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving them alone with those two buffoons. Let me guess what you're thinking that there's not a huge difference between me turning these children into my informants and the actions of those two businessmen. They were completely different when I first met them. They'd run away as soon as they saw me, or they'd be shaking with nerves and unable to speak. But gradually, they stopped seeing me as someone to be afraid of. For my part, I did my utmost to fulfill the duties of a responsible adult. I played games with them. Now, they're much further ahead in their studies, and far more mature than their peers. I think that this is beneficial to them. Yes, perhaps I am. I never had the chance to receive a good education as a child. Someday they may realize that not everything is a win-win deal. When that happens, they will be ready to face the world head-on and become exceptional businessmen and women. But I will one day die. I hope the name Ningguang will live on. If I can pass on everything I have learned, I can create a legacy that will live on long after I am gone.
Come on, Auntie Ningguang. We're not gonna wait forever.
Coming! Come on, let's enjoy this while we can.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Solidify!
This is getting interesting.
There is no escape!
Order guide you.
Shine down!
Retribution!
Torn to oblivion! I swear by my sword!
I will have order.
There is no escape!
Verdict is...
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Solidify!
Wind, hear me!
Time for retribution! Order guide you.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
That's no excuse for
Killjoy! We've only just begun.
This should be fun.
Illusion shattered!
This first. Well, get it together. This is trouble. Have a load of this.
It isn't time for a break yet.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Not solidified.
This isn't over.
Inazuma shines eternal!
No slacking.
I will have order.
Oh, you got it.
Burn!
You can't run!
Well, solidify!
This is trouble. Don't be killed!
There is no
It's
escape.
only just begun. Get it together!
Barbados!
Order guide you. Solidify! Verdict is...
Not breaking a sweat! You can't run! Well, this isn't over! Shouldn't get careless.
Now you shall perish!
An unfortunate fall! Cook this through. Not breaking
This
a sweat.
is order. Solidify! Time for retribution!
My work finished.
Solidify!
Illusion shattered!
Solidify!
Need to end a few enemies?
Shine down!
Let the wind lead.
Keep your eyes wide.
Solidify!
Riptide!
Torn to oblivion!
I will have order!
There is no escape!
Burn! Crumble!
Illusion shattered!
Ready for anything.
Let's end this quickly!
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
I will end you.
This is order. Solidify!
Wind, hear me!
Rise! Order guide you.
Torn to oblivion!
Let's end this quickly!
Retribution! Solidify!
There is no escape! Illusion shattered!
Stabilize!
Let's end this quickly! I guess this is it.
Every journey has its final day. Don't worry.
There's no end to this. Burn! This is order.
There is no escape!
Have a taste of
Inazuma shines eternal! Barbados, guide us!
Should replace my hammer.
Shine down! Insolent.
Stabilize! Time for retribution! I will have order! Stabilize!
There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
Verdict is... this is order. Quake!
Illusion shattered! Wind, hear me!
Who is that?
Solidify!
Osmanthus wine tastes the same. Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
I'm feeling a little off.
Stabilize!
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Burn!
Stabilize! Crumble!
I will have order.
Solidify!
Verdict is...
Stabilize!
I swear by my sword!
Gather! Order guide you!
Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered!
Burn! Ha! 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 Solidify!
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
This is order. Solidify!
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Gather! Verdict is...
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
Stabilize!
Barbados, guide us.
Gather!
One man's stone is another man's gem. One man's stone is another man's gem.
Gather! Order guide you! Top of war, retribution!
There is no escape! Shine down!
eternal!
Nothing to fear. Verdict I will have order.
I swear by my sword!
Solidify.
Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Stabilize. Time for retribution.
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Gather. This is order.
Shine down!
Burn.
Wind, hear me! Inazuma shines eternal!
Order guide you. Quake.
Illusion shattered!
Verdict is...
There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
This is order. Rise. Burn.
I swear by my sword! Illusion shattered!
Stabilize!
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Order guide you!
I still have documents to deliver to the Ministry of Civil Affairs today.
Add Astra.
Dad asked...
Of the Electro Archon. May the blossoms of the sing.
Oni coming through! Let's roll! Time for retribution!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Rally! Verdict is... It's showtime!
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
Time for retribution! Everyone on me! There! Who wants some of this? Burn!
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Press the advantage! Time for retribution!
Shine down! Now you shall perish!
Oni coming through! Pull in! Verdict is... Rally!
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Burn! Who wants some of this? Let's roll! Press the advantage! Time for retribution!
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
It's showtime! Verdict is... Rally! Advance!
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Time for retribution!
Submit!
You wait!
Freeze to the core!
Burst forth! Witness my great undertaking!
Give up!
Feel this ancient power! Come into be-
Your life is mine! Blood of Frost! I condemn you!
Live!
It's nothing!
Moments of birth! Burst forth!
Vengeance will be mine! Submit!
Witness my great undertaking! Live! Burst forth! Feel this ancient power!
Blood of Frost! Don't waste my time.
Moments of birth! Come into being!
Your life is mine! Blazing delight! Freeze to the core! Eye for an eye!
Feel this ancient power!
Submit!
oblivion!
Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Take flight! Rain cutter! Rain outlines your fate!
Opening box of Adeptatrix.
My apologies!
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Embrace the ice! Let me weave you a verse.
Sacred name, fortune preserver.
Yeah! Take flight!
We are
torn to oblivion!
Sakura swirl! Whirling snow! Witness the power of Gugwa!
Opening box of Adeptatrix.
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Embrace the ice! Rain cutter! Know my sword!
Sacred name, fortune preserver. Go.
Torn to oblivion!
Take flight! Let me weave you a verse.
Illusion shattered!
My apologies! Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
Shine down!
Witness the power of Gugwa!
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Rise.
Whirling snow!
There's no end to this. From whence you came?
Fate is upon you.
Another test.
Let me scribe.
Retribution! Spirit blade!
Blazing delight!
Decided by destiny.
Burn! From whence you came? No escape! Retribution!
Fate is upon you.
Submit for judgment! What it is? What you got? Another test.
Decided by destiny.
From whence you came? Burn!
Blazing delight!
Written in the stars!
Submit for judgment, swift and merciful. Time for retribution!
Decided by destiny.
From whence you came? Verdict is...
Fate is upon you. Yeah.
Time for retribution! Submit for judgment. A touch of frost. Burn!
Written in the stars.